Her hair was braided that warm June day. The sun hit her boots like a sunbeam stray. She passed me by in the feed store line. Smelled like rain and sweet red wine. Her hair was braided loose and kind, like every thought I couldn't find. I never said a single word, but every heartbeat she still stirred. She rode off quick on that rusted bike. I watched her leave like just my type. Friends all teased, said I stood dumb. Guess some silences never come undone. Her hair was braided, swinging free down the back of who she'd never be. To me she was a passing breeze, but that braid still ties up memories. Years go fast like gravel roads, but some girls stay in what you hold. I married once, loved just fine, but she's the thread that stitched my spine. Saw her photo in the county fair, with kids and time inside her stare. I smiled and tipped my hat at fate. Some loves ain't lost, just never late. Her hair was braided and that's enough. Some moments live when love is tough.
Dad's old Ford still rests out back. Rust on railroad track. Keys still hang behind the door. I haven't touched them since he swore. This truck won't run, but it still stands like steady hands on shifting lands. So I leave it there under pine. That's how he taught me to hold the line. The windshield cracked, the seats all torn. The seatbelt jammed the day I was born. He hauled feed, prayers, and Saturday fears. That old cab holds 1,000 years. This truck won't move, he always said, but it's where your stories get their tread. I wash the hood come every fall, not for shine, just to feel him call. I could sell it, paint it, make it new, but Dad ain't leather, bolts, or blue. He's in the way, it just stays still and holds the past like it still will. Someday my son might ask me why I never let that old truck die. And I'll just nod, then hand him keys and let him choose what still can be. Dad's truck still sits there, and that's enough. Some things don't move 'cause they're strong enough. sycamore. No phone, no boots, no need for more. The wind rolled in with cedar breath and taught me truths I missed till death. What the wind told me that day wasn't loud, it didn't sway, just wrapped around like childhood dreams and mended up my busted seams. It said, you've held too much too tight, let go of blame and breathe the light. It brushed my cheek like mama's hand and helped me finally understand what the wind told me was peace, the kind that don't come fast or cheap. It didn't fix what's broken stone, but made me feel a bit less alone. You won't find it in a book or in the mirror when you look. You find it in the rustling trees, the ones that bend but still find ease. So now I walk where breezes play and listen more than what I say. 'Cause what the wind left in my chest was stillness, mercy, and some rest. What the wind told me I keep in every breath before I sleep. You won't find it in a book or in the mirror when you look. You find it in the rustling trees, the ones that bend but still find ease. So now I walk where breezes play and listen more than what I say. What the wind left in my chest was stillness, mercy, and some rest.
I walk back in like time stood still. Same creaky door, same windowsill. The waitress smiled, but not the same. She didn't know your coffee name. That corner table in 98 still holds the ghost of our first date. Your laughter danced across that wall. Now it's just echoes, that's all. The jukebox played a faded tune, the kind we'd hum on Sunday noon. I sat alone, 2 cups, 1 heart, pretending
pretending we were never apart. That corner table in '98, where young love learned to hesitate, where you once said we'll be just fine. Now only silence sips the wine. They say don't go where memories stay, but some goodbyes won't fade away. I didn't come to chase the past, just needed proof it once could last. I paid my bill and tipped too much, still left your napkin there untouched. One chair pushed in, one pulled aside, just like the night you said goodbye. That corner table's just wood and nail, but love still lingers in details.
There's a bench down past the bend where time forgets how roads should end. It creaks with age, the paint has flaked, but Lord, the peace it still can make. The bench by the old creek don't move, but somehow helps your soul improve. Sit and talk to no one there, and still feel heard in open air. I carved our names back in '09. They faded now like old moonshine, but when the wind sings through the reeds, it sounds like you, meets my needs. The bench by the creek knows our past, holds the laughs that didn't last. And when I sit with coffee steam, you join me there inside the stream. You don't need marble to remember, some love stays like mid-September. Not loud, not new, not on display, just sitting where your shadows stay. So if I go with one last breath, let them find me where there's no death, where memories and ripples meet, on that bench by the old creek. The bench still waits and always will, where love runs quiet, deep and still. I sit beneath the cypress row, tell the wind what I don't show.
I've lied, I've left, I've let folks down, but here I don't need to drown. The trees don't judge me when I speak. They let me bend, they let me creak. They whisper back in rustling grace, you're more than just your darkest place. I bring my coffee and old sins, lay them down where shade begins, and somehow roots don't pull away. They hold me firm through what I say. The trees don't ask me for the why, they just stand still beneath the sky. And when I cry, they don't retreat, they drop their leaves around my feet. I've seen folks leave when truth gets near, but bark don't flinch and trunks don't fear. So I return with every wrong to sit where I've belonged all along. So if you find me in the woods with trembling hands and busted goods, just know I'm healing where I should, in quiet shade, misunderstood. The trees don't judge me, never will. They teach me how to just be still.
There was a time I'd curse the glass, call myself names, drink too fast. But now I shave and crack a grin at the man who chose to start again. The man in the mirror ain't mad anymore. He don't punch walls or slam no door. He don't chase ghosts or pick old fights. He just nods and sleeps at night. I let my beard grow last July. Didn't care if folks passed me by. Now I trim it just enough to remind myself that I've been tough. The man in the mirror looks worn and wise, with crow's feet round his quiet eyes. He don't brag and he don't lie. He's just proud, he still tries. Forgiving yourself ain't fast or clean. It's built through tears and nicotine. But one day you see who's looking back and find a friend in all you lack. So I hang my hat on that cracked frame, whistle soft and say my name. 'Cause now I walk with open doors, and I ain't mad no more. The man in the mirror best thing I forgave was me. The man in the mirror finally sees the best thing I forgave was me.
Didn't ask about my scars or why I flinch beneath the stars. She didn't fill the room with sound, just stayed until I came back round. She gave me silence that healed, not a fix, not a spin on the wheel. She let the quiet do its part, let the stillness stitch my heart. No question sharp, no worried eyes, just simple nods and fireflies. She'd hum some tune with no real name, and somehow peace just softly came. She gave me silence, not advice, no sermon list or sugar spice, just her presence near the flame. And not once did she say my name. It's rare to find a soul so kind who doesn't try to read your mind. She just sat there, held the air, like saying, boy, I'll still be there. I learned that healing ain't so loud. It ain't applause, it ain't a crowd. It's just someone who lets you be and sees the storm but lets you see. She gave me silence that healed, and in that hush I found what's real.
She don't wear red, she don't wear lace, but she's got stars behind her face. She don't walk fast, she walks short, like she's been through and found the cure. She's my kind of beautiful, not loud, just unmovable. She don't ask me to explain, she just sits with me in rain. She sings soft to boiling beans, reads old books and knows what lean means. She laughs more than she makes plans,
just full and dutiful. She don't dress up, but she glows in ways only the real heart knows. The world calls beauty something slick, but I've learned it's in the small and thick, in patched up jeans and crooked grin, where the truest kind begins. So if you see her passing through with no makeup, no fancy shoes, don't miss the light she carries wide. She's the kind that love won't hide. She's my kind of beautiful. And I thank God for simple, full. She don't miss the light she carries wide, where the truest kind begins. So if you see her passing through with no makeup, no fancy shoes, don't miss the light she carries wide. She's the kind that love won't hide. She's my kind of beautiful, and I thank God for simple food.
I was digging through old phones in a drawer, looking for nothing, just killing the chore. Hit play on one that hadn't beeped in years, and there she was laughing clear. Her voice on my old voicemail, soft and low like a country tale. She said, "Hey baby, bring milk home," then laughed and sang our little tone. I froze like winter in July, her breath still living in goodbye. A simple task, a normal day, but now that clip won't go away. Her voice on my old voicemail hits me harder than a sad email. No wisdom, no goodbye kiss, just echoes of what I still miss. I saved it twice, backed it up in cloud and drive and plastic cup. 'Cause memories fade, but sound survives, and in that tone she's still alive. I play it when the house gets cold, not to cry, but just to hold. One piece of love I thought was gone. She says milk, and I carry on. Her voice on my old voicemail, more human than a fairy tale.
no wisdom, no goodbye kiss you miss. No wisdom, no goodbye kiss. Miss.
Passed by the house on Harlan Bend, just meant to drive, not feel again. But there it stood, the mailbox red, with her last name still painting dread. That mailbox with her last name opened up more than letters came. It held our vows and fights and tears, and all the weight from all those years. The porch light flickered like it knew that I was back just passing through. I didn't knock, I didn't stay, just stared and whispered, you okay? That mailbox still stood straight and plain, like love that bends but don't complain. I left no note, just left the past, but somehow felt more free at last. We leave behind what can't be fixed, but sometimes pain and grace get mixed, and what remains in rust and wood can still remind us we once stood. So if you drive that road one day and see that name that slipped away, tip your hat but don't hold tight. Some mail just never gets sent right. That mailbox with her last name still stands in silence without blame. I don't hate you, never could, even when you left for good. I held the pain like hands hold rain, knowing storms don't always explain. This is me moving on, not in haste, not in song.
just a quiet shift in breath and ground, where your echo ain't so loud. I took your frame off my nightstand, placed it gently near the land where roses bloom and die again, but always leave a sweeter scent. This is me stepping slow, letting old heartaches go, not erasing, not denying, just done with always trying. I still wish you mornings, warm and skies, and eyes that never twist to storm. But I no longer check your street, I found a path beneath my feet. So if you ever ask me how, I smile and nod, I say just now. Not to brag, just to be true. I finally found myself without you. This is me moving on at last, with love for you but from the past.
She came rolling down that gravel lane, same old bike, same summer rain, hair tied back like nothing's changed. But time had drawn its quiet frame. The girl on the rusted bicycle still looked like every dream I held. She said, "Hey stranger, long time gone." I smiled and said, "Guess we've moved on." She talked about her kids and farm. I laughed too loud to hide my arms. Still wearing scars she couldn't see from years we lost to who we'd be. The girl on the rusted bicycle rode through my bones, slow and gentle. No blame, no spark, just roads we took. Still saw our names in that old brook. We stopped where wildflowers once grew. She said, "I never stopped thinking about you." I said, "Me too, but different now." And silence nodded, sweet and proud. She turned her wheels, the sun fell low. I watched her ride where cornfields grow. And though I stayed, my heart rolled on, with her where all the mighty pins belong. The girl on the rusty bicycle still rides through parts I can't control. Saturday starts with quiet sun, no alarm, no place to run. Coffee steam and boots unlaced, old radio with fiddle taste. Saturday's got a soft side, friend. It don't demand, it just pretends. The time don't rush and wounds don't grow, and hearts can heal in shadows slow. I mend the fence, I fix the gate, I feed the dog and just feel late. But somehow that's the magic key. You do small things and set hearts free. Saturday's got a gentle hand that helps you be a decent man. You don't ask big, you don't expect, just shows you grace and self-respect. Monday shouts and Friday flies, but Saturday she softly tries to keep you whole, to let you breathe, and teach you what you wanna leave. So here I sit, the sky turned white, dog asleep, and heart just sighed. In this breeze I find my pride, that Saturday still walks beside. Saturday's got a soft side still, and Lord, I hope she always will. You once in '99, right after Mom said give it time. I folded it neat, put it in a drawer, but never made it to your door. The letter I should have mailed still smells like ink, still feels derailed. It said I'm sorry, plain and true, I never gave those words to you. You talked about the way we kissed, how your hair smelled when it missed. Said I was scared and dumb and young, and how I missed the songs we sung. The letter I
still folds along the word amen. I prayed you read it in my eyes, but some truths don't survive disguise. I found it last week, read it slow, felt my hand shake, let it show. Though it's late and we've both changed, the page still beats inside my veins. So if you ever feel a breeze, like someone whispering through the trees, that's me, forgiving all that failed with a letter I should have mailed. The letter I never sent away still finds its way to you someday.
Two chairs by the window face the field, where time moves slow and hearts get healed. She reads in hers, I hum in mine, and somehow that just feels divine. Two chairs, one view, one gentle day. No need for much, no words to say. We've learned to speak with just our hands, and silence builds what love understands. The curtain sways with noon's warm side. She looks at me and I know why. No need to ask, no need to prove. We're rooted deep, we do not move. Two chairs, one breeze, one steady flame. Not every love has to proclaim. Some just sit still and bloom in light, like flowers growing out of night. We've had storms and coffee spills, but love comes back when the house is still. And peace ain't found in perfect lines, it's in the space where stillness shines. So if you pass and see us there, just know we're saying silent prayers of thanks for all we didn't chase, that brought us to this quiet place. Two chairs by the window wide, and love that doesn't need to hide.
I've lost some hair, gained some lines, kept the scars, left some signs. But most days now I feel okay with who I am and what I say. Still here, still me, not quite wild, but halfway free. I don't chase, I don't compete, I let the grass grow round my feet. I still drive that rusty Ford, sing old songs, fix the board. My hands are rough, my back complains, but Lord, I'd live this life again. Still here, still slow, watching fireflies come and go. I don't need to make a scene, peace feels loud at 17. I used to fight what wouldn't change, but now I smile at rearranged. The world spins fast, I sit and grin, 'cause I found stillness deep within. So if you pass this old dirt lane and see a man in porch light rain, wave hello, don't ask me why. I'm just out here living dry. Still here, still me, and I like the man I came to be.
Saw her again on a Sunday light, white dress glowing in pale sunlight. She hugged her kid, then fixed her hair, and didn't see me standing there. Sunday after church feels sweet, like barefoot prayers on gravel street. I didn't speak, just watched her go. Some things are best left soft and slow. She used to sit 3 pews from mine. We trade glances when folks sang out a line. Once I thought we'd write our name in a Bible's back with vows and flame. But Sunday came and life took turns. Some hearts grow up while others burn. I stayed quiet, she found peace, a silent grace, a full release. The preacher spoke of love that stays, even if it never pays. And I believed it, just like rain that soaks you soft then leaves again. She drove off slow in her little car, left behind her perfume star. I turned and walked through grass grown high, whispering maybe, but saying goodbye. Sunday after church still rings like hymns that hurt but still have wings.
Showed up limping, skin and bones. Didn't bark, just made my porch his home. I fed him once, he stayed for years. No leash, no name, just wiped my tears. The dog that stayed when no one would, just laid there like he understood. He didn't fetch, he didn't play, but Lord, he helped me stay okay. I told him things I'd never said, like how her perfume still haunts my bed. He'd raise one ear, then let it drop, like saying, man, just let it stop. The dog that stayed through wind and rain, slept by my boots, ignored my pain. In his eyes, I found some peace, a quiet love that never ceased. One winter night, he walked real slow out to the edge where moonlight glowed. He looked at me, then laid right down, became the stillest soul I'd found. I carved a marker, nothing grand, just thank you friend in calloused hand. Now when it storms, I sit out back and feel him lean against my lap. The dog that stayed left more than fur. He taught me love needs no big word. Changed a bit, still curves like lies I once admit, but somehow now the grass looks bright and fences lean with less of fight. The road to town is greener now, maybe it's me not just the plow. I drive it slow, I hum along, and every mile feels less like wrong. Used to see her ghost in turns, each mailbox held some old concern. Now I wave at cows and trees and let the wind forgive with ease. The road to town is not paved in gold, but it don't hurt like days of old. It leads to stores and folks and pie, not memories I used to cry. Sometimes the path don't need to change, it's just your lens that rearranged. You heal a bit and start to see that sorrow ain't the whole story. I'll take that road again tonight, with headlights soft and windows right. I may not know what way's ahead, but I ain't driving back instead. The road to town is greener now, and maybe that's enough.